All right, we're back. So we have our characters. Can you each change your like character name?
Yes.
So in the like list, so that I can see, and also put their pronouns in like brackets, whatever.
Yep.
Just to make it easy for me to do that. But
I've thought about it. I've changed my mind. I think my character's name is just going to be Abuwa Ohakum. I'm fucking with you.
let's not. So yeah, let's get a feeling for. I think I want to open on like a sunny day, like one of those really weird sunny days that where everything feels very flat. It's probably just like around noon, so all of the and it's probably like summer-ish, and so therefore like all of the shadows just dropped straight down, and yeah, everything appears kind of like slightly too glary. I think there are pigeons that are like, one of you is being chased by pigeons. I'm not sure who. Where, cool. Yeah, when Wendell is being chased by pigeons that just like seem to be really interested in your shoes.
Are they magic pigeons? Is this a message?
I mean, what do you do to find out?
Well, just the enigma. I feel like the question always has to be asked, right?
I mean, yeah, you can like try and find out in some way, but you have to.
Do I need to refresh roll 20? Because I put in the name and
Did you hit
pronoun.
save?
You have to go to edit and then.
Oh no, yeah, edit. Click edit and then put it into the
Never mind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what do we see? What's happening? What are you doing? What's your feeling about that sort of thing?
Actually, that's my glass off. Don't like how the glare looks. So I did one small change. Instead of scrappy clothes, they're punk clothes.
Nice.
That's a new one for you. Good. For you to add.
Yeah.
You're French punk.
Excuse me.
A new genre. I know it's a gender that we've just invented.
German punk.
German
He's a
punk.
Dada punk.
Like yeah. German punk is like yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Are you previously Berliner?
What's that?
Are you previously a Berliner?
I don't know that terminology.
As in like from Berlin?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like a donut. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, where are you headed? What's your like most important thing for the day?
Right now I'm trying to get to like the local like town square.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got I'm like carrying guitar over one shoulder and like this big bulging pack on another, and Reynard, my lizard, is like scampering after me as I'm like running from these pigeons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm trying to get to the square.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Are you gonna perform there? Is that the plan?
Yep. I'm a little late because like this is like where people like come like to get their meals and stuff, like get that, because it's very much like a French thing is to like go out and buy your food.
Yeah. So so like as you're like hurrying along, these pigeons like start like swarming at your feet more and more, until like you realize that do you have a name for your lizard?
Yeah, Reynard.
Renat? Oh, cool.
It's a French name, but yeah.
Yeah.
With a Y or without a Y?
With a Y.
So yeah, Renaud is like missing under this pile of
Yeah.
birds.
So I put down the bulging bag. And I just like take the neck of the guitar and like just like swing at the thing like above where I know like he could be, but just to like clear him off.
To just try and scare them off. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering whether or not that's a scrap. I don't think it is.
Think so.
I think you scare off the birds, and and
it might be a hold steady, and the fear is that his lizard is dead. I'm joking.
Yeah, right. No, I think at this point Magnolia like sees this like weird German punk like swinging randomly at pigeons with a guitar. And I think you know each other, don't you? Because you share.
Well, with our distances, don't we have to know each other?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. I'm just like, what's your shared thing? I'm trying to remember.
We no longer speak honestly is mine with.
Yeah, no, but like, what's the thing that you share between you? Your person, place.
A police officer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, that guy that you know is wildly swinging at a, and like I think this is just outside of a bookstore. That you both know in some way.
I've definitely sought cover there. Like when it starts raining, I don't have anywhere to go.
So yeah, I think you Guicard, is it Guicard?
Guicard.
Yeah, Guicard. Are you out and about in the shop and noticing this, or are you
I think I might be like visible through the window, like sweeping. Well, like I've like paused to like look out the window and see this like kind of outlandish scene.
Yeah. At which point I think probably the gendarme probably like just happens to be there, being like happens to appear and is like Wendell, what the hell are you doing? That's like and like those are French pigeons or like something.
Sacred French pigeons.
Something equally ridiculous.
Yeah,
right?
something like disturbing the like this is against your parole or whatever to be violent towards animals.
My God, he's Inspector Javert.
Did you steal some bread?
You will.
Bread.
It's like
you assaulted French pigeons. 5 years in jail.
Yeah, right. Yeah, violent behavior in public will not look good at your next parole check-in.
Well, so I can't defend. Sorry. So I can't defend myself now.
Yeah, I know, it's so hard not to do the accents. And he's like, defend yourself from pigeons. Are you so threatened?
And like after like the pigeons start fluttering away, they
Can I do a poetry?
What do you want to do?
Now? I would like to use my special move of poetry.
Yes, definitely.
Say that. Wouldn't it be funny if the pigeons attacked the gendarme?
So, you need to shape words to guide the path of the events.
I was wondering.
What does that look like?
Yeah, like what does that look like?
Or sound like.
Or sound like. Yeah.
More specifically.
Heather?
Oh.
What does it look or sound like when you shape words to guide the path events take?
I think just like kind of like their voice doesn't really change, but it's more like the way the light hits her kind of. It looks like it's coming from a slightly different angle.
Yeah, right.
But like if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't really notice.
And are the words like different or are they just like something that you say like wouldn't it be funny on its own?
I think just normal words, if that's okay.
Yeah, like the question is, how do you know that you're shaping words, right? Like, how do you know that you're doing the thing? Do you signal it to yourself in some way, or do you
just accidentally do it all
or
the
does it
time?
happen accidentally
Like,
sometimes?
Yeah, it's more like accidental.
Yeah, cool, awesome. So
And
roll
like
plus,
they honestly like, it would be pretty funny right now if that happened.
roll plus true.
I should have looked at what my because I
Classic regrets.
Buddy.
Oh, pal.
Is everyone worst at true? This is gonna be great.
Am I good at true? I'm bad at true.
We're all -1 on true.
But none of my important moves are about true. So.
Yeah, I know, but like, true is the one that you use for like closing distance a lot of the time. Yeah. So, yeah, I think you kind of like mutter this little thing to yourself, and like, yeah, and yeah, the officer like wills on you and is like, and yeah, is like, what's your name? It's like, Magnolia. I should have known I'd find you around here. That wouldn't be funny at all. That and like, yeah, and is like, but if you'd like, you can help your friend here clean up the mess that he has made. And like the whole like area because is like covered in like pigeon poop because the pigeons got scared. This is a respectable neighborhood. We can't have punks waving. We can't have punks waving their instruments about in public and all of this mess on the sidewalk. Isn't that right? Oh no, French is a gendered language. Dang it.
Yep.
All right, no. Isn't that like Mixter Moreau, like calling into the bookshop?
Yeah, no, totally. I was about to say, I think this is when I get involved, and so Guicard like emerges from the dark, cozy interior of the shop and like squints slightly. I think there's like one of those little like hanging like eave things made of fabric out the front of the shop.
Yeah,
and I'm like still under that, but I'm still like squinting a little because the light's too bright. And just to describe Guicard for you all, Guicard is maybe like mid-30s, early 30s, black, has like close cropped, like fuzzy, like natural hair. This straggly little like chin beard that's just like it's like maybe like 10 hairs, but like really like long and wispy and wiry.
this kind of beard.
They've got knowing eyes. They're dressed in like casual clothes. They're all like made in like linen, like this really comfortable like soft linen in all of these like varying shades of gray.
Yeah.
They've got like a lean body. I don't think we really get to see their hands yet. But their fashion is a little bit eclectic because they're also wearing like a scarf that's like a deep maroon, like burgundy color, and then a hat. Oh, actually, it's a beret because this is France. Right? It has to be a beret that's like a deep midnight blue. And then they've got this little like pin on their lapel or something that's like a butterfly pin, and it's like bright yellow, and then like a really like vivid, like bright, kind of like fairly light purple, like lavender color.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, you like the officer like calls into you and is like, isn't that right, Mix Moreau?
Don't worry now. Everything's fine. I'm sure these young people were just full of high spirits. And like, I don't know, Todd, I don't know how old you are. You may well be older than I am, but like, they still refer to you as like a young person.
Not like early 20s.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I think he's like you're far too forgiving. No wonder your shop is attracts such a wide variety of customers. And yeah, it's like,
You know what they say, gendarme. To
I
us
don't.
human, to forgive divine.
He's like,
I just like smile at him like beatifically.
yeah, and he's like, you know what is divine is your coffee. You have you got any more of those books about mermaids? I would come in and indulge myself.
Pick up my bag and take off.
Yeah, right. Cool. Excellent. That sounds like you are like are you?
Is that meet with fear?
That sounds like Meet with Fear. Like the fear being like
The tension, right?
The tension being being the policeman.
So roll plus steady.
Yep.
Oof. 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me look.
I feel like I'm helping another character with something.
Yes, I think that's true. Do we have a move for that?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, good.
When you help another character with something, either actively or implicitly, roll minus distance.
Oh yes,
We have
right.
We have two distances. This
Yeah.
is going to be interesting. On a hit, you help and shift their result up by one
Yep.
step.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. This is with distance. Hup.
So on a hit, you help move the but you don't get to you don't
Don't
get
get to remove the distance. It
Yep.
doesn't bring us closer.
No.
In fact, I'm actually running away from you,
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah.
creating more distance.
Yeah, and so I think what this looks like is me kind of like nodding and saying like, you would be very welcome. And of course we have more books like that. After all, variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, and
And just like his attention like completely on me.
yeah, and I think that
As Wendell takes off.
yeah, I think that the gendarme is like well, if you have more books about mermaids, I will come in. I will come inside, and like yeah, he like
I will pick one out just for you.
yeah, he's
Right,
like
so
he's like
I had
and
it-
get and put some of that coffee on you, beautiful man.
I
So-
feel like, are we talking about mermaid books as in like they've got drawings of topless women in them?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know what his interest in mermaids in. There's many possibilities.
I just made that assumption.
That was mine as well. So on a 7 to 9, I keep my cool but gain a distance, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
Let me find it.
So the distance I have is I don't understand the actions of this god.
You never did understand me.
I think we both have that with Greek art now.
Yeah, no one understands Griff art.
I don't understand it. They're so straightforward.
So
I think as the gendarme walks off,
he doesn't. He's
and like
gone,
exits.
He's coming. He's
Oh,
coming
okay.
inside.
Well, once it gets like diffused and like less charged, Ricard catches Magnolia's eye and just like winks, and then turns around and goes back into the shop.
Yeah. Does anyone want to do anything? Are you making him coffee? Is that the plan?
Yes, but it's not the most important thing.
What's the most important thing?
And the most important thing is that, and I think actually I love this. Like I just have like one of those coffee things, like with the like drip filter thing, like not even a fancy one, just like an old like plunger coffee thing. Like it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
crude and low tech, but it just like tastes really good for whatever reason. And so yeah, like I put the water on to boil or whatever, but like and I've wandered off into the like maze like shelves of the bookstore. And I think in here, yeah, everything is like soft light and like cool browns and grays, and a lot of like rich burgundy tones from like leatherback books, and their whole outfit just like blends in really well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like a little bit hard to see them against the shelves. And I think that, yeah, they're like trailing their hands like along the shelves, like reading the titles, trying to find the perfect book about mermaids.
Yeah, cool. Is this deep work?
I know this is fetishism.
Well, then you need to do the other bit.
Yeah, so how it works is you read it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that makes the magic happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it, I'm looking for, specifically for a book about mermaids that will open his mind to the beauty of difference.
Cool.
So it makes you more open-minded, is
Yeah.
what it does.
Well, better roll plus weird.
No, I don't do that till it is put to the test.
Oh, of course, right. So yeah. So yeah, I think I think you.
And I find the perfect book.
Yeah, he's sitting in your. So when you find him, like you come back and you find him with like the coffee and the book. He's sitting in like your favorite chair, like just relaxing and being like, I love. He's like, yeah, he's like. Guicard, I would love this. I love this store very much. I would be here every day if it were a little more peaceful. As there's like a mum with a child is trying to like pick out a children's book, and the child is like, no, trains. There aren't any trains books, love. Trains.
And I think this is the moment in which I, like, on my way past them, just, like, hand them a children's book about trains that I just happened to have picked up on my way through.
Yeah.
And just, like, hand the child the book about trains. I come over, and, like, pour his coffee and hand him his book.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to him, I'm sure you would, my friend. But in life, there are so many things getting in the way.
Yeah, he's like, yes. Everything's always, he's like, yes, everything's always messing things up. He's like, but sometimes he says, like, gesturing to the coffee in the book, there is brief respite.
Yeah, and I like nod and like reach out and like squeeze his shoulder. If for anyone who's wondering, this character is 110% played by Lance Reddick.
Excellent. Yeah, he's going to read the book, so I think it's going to be putting to the test.
Cool.
Gonna roll less weird?
I am going to roll plus my weird.
Sounds good.
I love it.
Wow.
Even with my best stat, my luck is garbage.
That's amazing. I
picked the wrong book about mermaids.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's like.
Didn't have
I
pictures.
think he keeps like slurping at his coffee like really like loudly, and then just like chuckling to himself like right, like he's like
he's almost like laughing at like the
theme of the book.
Yeah.
he's like
How silly. Diversity.
yeah,
What a funny little joke.
He keeps being like, it's like, oh, look at this one. Like every time he turns the page, it's a different. And he's like, it's quite entertaining to him that there are all these different mermaids in this book. He's like, and yeah, like I think he's like, aha! I would go, and like points to one and is like, I would go and I would jump overboard for this one, you know, like. Yeah, just being like a real perv about these mermaids, and like the mother. Like,
and this mermaid is like explicitly like identified as non-binary, but he's like, No,
Yeah.
no, all mermaids are ladies, right? Like,
Yeah, obviously.
because that's how the world works. There are rules.
Exactly. He can tell from
And
their
he's
body.
the one that enforces them.
Yeah, he can tell because of their fish, like fishtail and titties. So yeah, I think that like the like mother looks a little uncomfortable and like and is like tries to like be like, oh well, I'll pay for this book. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave because there's a man being creepy.
Yep. I give her like a I know look.
What are you up to, Magnolia?
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I give her that look, and I comp the book.
Yeah, right. Yep. Excellent. Cool.
How does my business stay running? We don't know.
It's mysterious. Magnolia, what are you doing? You're muted. Heather, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got that.
You were just shaping your words.
Yeah.
I think I was waiting outside for a few minutes until it was pretty obvious that the gendarme was not just going to leave. And then I'm going to come into the bookshop and try to, like, sneak past where they are to just be like, I don't want to deal with you today.
Yeah. Sounds like meeting with fear, though.
A little bit, yeah. Okay.
Like there's tension.
So rules.
Fear is the mind killer.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah.
I'm so friggin' steady right now.
Yep.
I ain't afraid of no cop.
What year did that come out of?
So on a 10+, you gain some. You keep your cool and gain some insight. You can ask a question from the find facts list.
That actually would have been out. That was appropriate. Ghostbusters came out in 1984.
Hey.
I did not know that.
I knew, because I've literally been going down like a list of songs that I can reference as what I'm playing. So like I was already like looking at stuff like that, so I just opened up. Yeah, 1984. So that's appropriate.
Did you want to ask a question, Heather?
Yes, I would. What here is incomplete?
The gendarme. So you sneak out into like a back room?
Yeah.
What does the back room look like, Luke?
Yeah. So like, let me. In fact, I'm gonna draw this and roll 20.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna draw a little floor plan for my cool shot.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if I use the draw shape tool. Yeah. So like, let me. In fact, I'm gonna draw this and roll 20. Yeah.
Who's got
Whoa.
the feedback?
I'm hearing myself. This is really disorienting.
You have like the stream open somehow?
I do not. I don't think so.
That's right. This
Sorry,
seems to have stopped.
my computer decided to play the
Right, I see.
Twitch video at like full volume, and I'm like, what? No, I muted that.
Spooky.
Alright, so here we go. Good diagram.
Good diagram.
Good diagram. There's totally some soft French jazz playing in the back room.
Yeah, probably. It's probably throughout the It's probably like throughout the shop, and the gendarme, because he's melancholy, is now getting experience points.
Yeah, he's in the PC in someone else's campaign.
Yeah.
All right. So if everyone in chat can see my good diagram,
We can see it.
Yep. So like, right here we go. Here's like, so this room that I'm drawing in. What?
Got some stacks.
Yeah, this room that I'm drawing now, that's the front room.
Mm-hmm.
It's the front room. Oh god, I'm not a GM. But I can still move my drawings. It's all good. It's all good. I can move them. Alright, because I gotta make a bit of room here. So here is my little counter. Should know the counter goes the other way. It's one of the... God, this is so difficult. How does anyone draw anything in Roll20? Honestly.
With great skill.
Alright, here we go. So let me describe to you later on my show. So here we have the front room. This is the front room.
Mm-hmm.
And in the front room, we can see there is so there's like the door, and then immediately next to it is like my desk.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the counter. And then there's like maze of bookshelves. Yeah. Actually no, this is the more accessible part of the bookshop, to be honest. This is like the casual fan area.
Mm-hmm.
And then to the left, there's like a big door in here, like a big opening, and like maybe like a step that goes down or something. Through there is like the library bit, right? So where all the chairs are, and the big glass windows out the front that I've drawn in here in a different color.
Yeah, I saw.
Yep. And then out the back is like the stacks.
Mm-hmm.
And like maybe they're actually like, I can't find the right tool I would need to make it bigger. But like maybe they're actually like really big. Who knows? Because it's super weird and maze-like in there.
Yeah.
And no one can tell.
Yeah. Cool. So
and so in the back it's like dark and shadowed and like lit by like these very like warm halogen like light bulbs like dangling from the roof on little strings or whatever. And there's all of these like, you know, like tall, they always look slightly like they're about to topple over bookshelves. And like just piles of books.
Arrange themselves.
Yeah, piles of books on the floor. There's like chairs every now and then, but like you couldn't sit on it because there's fucking 50 books piled up on the chair.
Yeah.
And there's like soft French, like croony jazz playing.
Yeah. Yeah, and like the whole room's slightly like dusty smelling.
Exactly.
Like so much of that old book smell that like it's kind of overpowering.
It's like perfume. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Not if you have allergies.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think like some kind of small rodent like scurries by in the corner.
It's a ferret. It's my pet ferret.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and you're pretty sure that you managed to like dodge by without being spotted. And yeah, you also noticed the sadness in the chuckling of the gendarme.
Did I see Magnolia slip past?
That's up to Magnolia.
I mean, I wasn't trying to hide from you. So
Yeah, I'm not the issue here.
the place that we share. So
That's true. Yeah.
I feel like you probably are like, I see what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. I see you, kid.
So yeah. Does that thing happen?
I'm going to kind of just wriggle through tiny gaps between the stacks and until I get to like the back corner, sit down and start writing in my notebook.
Cool. Are you found by Gokard?
Probably eventually. Whenever he gets rid of the gendarme.
It's one of those moments where I regret that I can't draw on angles in Roll20.
I mean, you can just not with that tool.
Yeah, I know, but I want to use this tool because it's easy.
I mean, you can rotate them once you've done that.
Oh, yeah, I can. You're right. You're so good at Roll20, Ash. I mean, I never use really the drawing tools. I just
use them quite regularly.
Describe things with my mouth words. Now I'm gonna make this really weird.
Okay, but like, what about what's actually happening?
No, but I'm playing The Sims here. You don't understand. I'm playing a mini game where I design
right,
a bookshelf,
well,
a bookstore.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So I think I don't even bother to get rid of him, to be honest. Like I think I just like
Yeah, you just go out.
dealing with overstuffed policemen is just like a fact of life.
Yep.
And so I just like leave him out there in the front enjoying his coffee, and I come into the back because I seen my good friend who sees things that I don't go into my weird stacks at the back, and I just want to see how they're doing. Yeah, there's the back of the shop. That's my rough artistic rendering of it.
It's great.
Beautiful.
So yeah, what happens when you find each other? Anything?
Yeah, I suppose I'm curious. Like, what does it look like when I find you? Like, what are you reading? Is the real question here, right? Like,
That is the real question. Yes.
Yeah, I think I kind of like went to start writing in my notebook and then just got distracted because there was a book nearby about like called something like really weird, like the weakness in the police force.
yeah, right. Yeah. You found my book that's like an assembly of interviews from the victims of police brutality. It's like a radical, like anarchist socialist text talking about the Western police state that was published in like 1932 or something.
Yeah.
But it's not like right near the bottom of the stack, so I've been spending this entire time just trying to like wiggle it out without the whole.
You're playing Jenga.
Yeah.
Jenga. Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'll like when you come in, I'll just like kind of freeze, just like looking at you and looking at the book, going, "Yes."
Careful, you don't make a mess now.
You're the one that's got the mess in your favorite chair.
And I think, yeah.
He's sad.
He is.
I mean, he gets to order everyone around, so I don't see why he's sad.
Life is a good bit more complicated than that. And Eugene is a complicated man.
Eugene?
I mean,
It's a French name.
yeah. Are you laughing at them being on first name terms? Yeah.
Like, that was in character.
Oh yeah.
Where she's just like, you know his name? Oh,
Yeah, you know him as like, I don't know, fucking,
that asshole dude.
yeah, like,
Inspector Francois.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Of course, I know his name. I know all their names.
Kid.
You've got to meet someone before you can give them the service that they need.
And Julia's just like, for you, just completely blank face. Like, she's just like, you're really weird.
I think they just like shrug and like nod. They're like, yeah, checks out. And I think they just like turn around and don't like ignore you, but like let you like go back to your painstaking Jenga exercise while they like resort some books on like a higher shelf or something.
I think, like, is that a
Yeah, we just get this like
yeah,
we just get like a montage shot with like the soft jazz in the background
Yeah,
of the
my
two of us just like filing books.
my question is whether or not this is sharing comfortable silence.
I think so.
Yeah.
Cool. Companionship, when you quietly share space with someone. Say how you pass the time and roll plus steady. So this is an interesting one where it's like, do you both roll, or is one person more active in the lab?
Both my memory of my intention when we wrote this,
Yeah.
and my memory of the last time we played is that it's a both.
Yeah. All right. So both of you are.
Because this, in a lot of ways, this move is the companion move to weird sex.
Yes.
Like they are very much like of a
Yeah.
kind. These moves.
Yep. So yeah. Both rolling plus steady then.
How to do?
Let me have a look.
I'm not. I didn't do so good.
You didn't do so good. That's a 6 and that's a 9. So on a 7 to 9, where am I? So you remove a distance with Guicard, Magnolia.
That actually kind of makes sense, because isn't your distance you don't understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they just explain like why they do what they do.
Mm-hmm. And then for the 6 minus, the book about mermaids, the ones that you just handed to, is in the shelf here.
Well now. And what are you doing here, little friend?
Magnolia briefly thinks you're talking to her.
Yeah. I feel like I'm encountering Ash.
Sounds fair. Is encountering
Which
steady or
is-
weird?
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good at
Nice,
it.
excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, do you want to ask a fine fact?
Yeah. Where can I find beauty here?
I mean, like, beauty that isn't normally here. I think you can hear, like looking at this book, I think you unreasonably hear Wendell playing the guitar. Like, just like looking at it, like, Wendell, were you going to go and like play somewhere to like busk?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that.
What are you
carries a-
playing?
Yeah. What are you playing?
Right now,
The most important question.
everybody wants to rule the world by Tears for Fears.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
So like, yeah, you're
But
holding this
it's
book,
just-
and yeah, you're
So
hearing this
the thing is,
song.
It's just the guitar and actually the drums as well. And I'll explain why you hear the drums as well.
Yeah.
when
Do you
we
want to cut to you then?
Yeah.
So yeah, you found somewhere to busk.
It's like right outside a little cafe, like an actual cafe.
Wow.
Harsh.
They serve food, not just coffee there.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that the bookshop probably has like a packet of biscuits.
We got sandwiches.
That's not food.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're outside this, and you're like performing. Cool. So yeah, what does it look like as you perform?
So that bulging bag I had is on the ground, empty. I've got my guitar, it's an electric guitar plugged into an amp, and I have this little drum set up, and playing with me is Reynard doing the drums.
That's so good. I love it.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're playing like pop and rock and things like that, and like the people.
Like, yeah, very much rock and stuff.
Yeah, you're playing not classical music outside of this cafe, and like the people in the cafe like occasionally look out, and the people, and like over the course of the day, the clientele gradually shifts to be slightly less like older rich people and more like younger
And hipper and
younger
punker.
and hip and all
Yeah.
these sorts of things.
And just to describe how I look, like what he's actually wearing right now, he's got like a blonde mohawk, a red jacket that has like patches and stuff down the sleeves, and on the back in white stitching because it's a red jacket. On the back in white thread, he's woven in the names of every city that's on the eastern side of the Berlin Wall. In the back.
That's cool. So yeah, I think like you play until like because you started in like the afternoon, so to get a decent amount, you play into the evening, and I think just after the cafe has like closed up, you like recognize that there's not much more like foot traffic coming past and all those sorts of things, and you're like, I'm gonna finish up for the day. At which point, once you stop making your own noise and there's no noise from the from the cafe, you hear like distant sounds, like you hear the sounds of traffic and like the sound of the evening, but you also you still hear music, but it's like probably soul. Someone's like singing like a soul or a blues song, but like wordlessly. Just that kind of like really mournful,
like almost like humming it along.
And it's coming from down like a couple of like a block or two away. You feel like if that's like a regular singing voice, but like it carries so beautifully through the air, like someone whose voice is like crystal glasses singing out.
I think I quickly pack up the drums, swing that on my back, and like hook my amp up onto my belt, and like start like playing like along, like which is a very different sound, and like start walking towards it.
And I think as you get closer and closer, it gets slower. Like it like drops. It like drops back into a different rhythm, and becomes much like it goes from being like melancholy into outright mournful. Like, you know, recalling a lost childhood or something like that. And you come out, and it's I think like a like mid-60s Renault like goes past and like nearly hits you as you're like wandering along to like on the darkened street, and you come out onto the sand and you see the moon reflected in the water, and you can hear this music. It seems to be coming from the water, and as you're like searching around, I think you spot a body floating face down in the river, and I think that's where we take a break. We'll be back in a minute.